Okay, I wanted to just record a quick video to help you out on number 2 for this lab. So in the lab, at this stage, you've already got your graphs created, your data is put in, so they should look something like the graphs that I'm showing you now. And then question number 2 says, how did each thermos perform when compared to the control and room temperature? You can kind of ignore that room temperature part, but specifically, how did they perform when compared to the control? What we mean by that is your control is your blue arrow or your blue line, and then this one here is your test. So this one is your experimental thermos, the one that you're modifying the materials for. And we see that on the controls, they pretty much always warm up first, right? So this is time in minutes. So this started rising in temperature before this line did. And so this was a good test. This means that the item that we used or the material we used changed the outcome for the temperature rise. It didn't rise the same as the control. If we do see one that rises like this one, basically at the same time as the control, then that would mean that the material you used is actually not really helping the thermos. It's not allowing it to do better than just not changing anything at all. Remember, your control is your part of the experiment that is not getting modified, so it lets you know kind of if things are changing or are getting better. So for number 2, you need to just state, it does say how did each one, so you need to actually mention all of the 5 different thermos types that we have here. You could say something like, this one and this one performed well, whereas these 3 did not perform as well. And then the second part of number 2 says, use the data and graphs to support your answer. What I mean by that is that I want you to not only just have an opinion, but support your opinion with some facts from your experimental data. So you could say, for example, if you did say that the paper pellets performed very well, then you need to use data to tell me why they performed well. So, for example, you could say at 90 minutes the temperature started to rise for the control, but the paper pellet thermos didn't actually rise in temperature until at least 150 minutes. So see there, I'm actually using specific data points, specific pieces of information or numbers from my collected data in justifying what I said on number 2. So number 2 asks you to say something, make a statement about the experimental data, and then justify what you said, right? Back it up with real facts. I hope that explains number 2. I would expect probably at least you need to write 2 or 3 sentences to answer this fully. Anything less than 3 sentences, and you probably haven't fully answered the question. All right, thank you.